Make sure your name is on this chart. Make sure your name is on the sticky. We're going to go over these cases so you will know what the actual verdict was. Raya. Okay, y'all go to it. That was the bell ring. All right, everybody got a sticky? You can confer with each other if you want to.
Yeah.
But remember, the person who gets the closest will get a little prize. And they're not the kind of prizes that easily.
Are we supposed to do one?
Go ahead and put them up.
For the smartphone.
All right, has everybody posted their guests? Okay, wait, there's more. Hang on, hang on.
You want the iPhone one, what do you get there?
I actually put on the iPhone when I put
The Malibu case. Remember in this one, Patricia Anderson, her 4 children, and a family friend were coming home from church on Christmas Eve. They were in their 1979 Chevy Malibu, and they were rear-ended by a drunk driver. The 4 children were in the back of the car. The car burst into flames. The adults get out, but the children don't make it out and are severely burned.
Okay, so they didn't die?
No, they didn't die, but they were severely disfigured.
Wasn't it like
So they brought a complaint against the car company saying, look, this car design is terrible. The car shouldn't just burn up if you're bumped in the rear by another driver. And the verdict was $4.9 billion. So a son at $150 million,
Dude, you got that tour car.
which is still not close, is the winner of the Malibu.
Dude, you can get some girl in the traffic.
Okay.
Dude, that's a player car.
Somebody in second block got the killer nurse, closest to the killer nurse. She got a medical kit. Somebody in first block won the smartphone case. All right, the football video case.
What was the answer to the smartphone for?
Well, I had an old smartphone. Actually, I had forgotten that this person in first block got it, so I'm going to bring tomorrow this old smartphone that doesn't work. It's like one of those temporary ones, and that's gonna be the prize. But in this one, in the football game,
You got a coffee cup.
John Madden, wait, hold on, was a former football player in the National Football League and a winning coach for the Oakland Raiders. And in 1988, a man designed a video game which they called the John Madden football game. It pictured robotic football players making moves, and that was a really new concept in 1988. They claimed that this other company copied their design. The jury agreed and awarded the plaintiff $4 million. So, Duran, at $2.5 million, gets the football award. All right. This is my favorite one. All right. Wait, hang on. Stay with me. This is my favorite one. The 18-wheeler Thomas Stevens, a 57-year-old man is driving a Chevrolet Suburban through an intersection of two highways when he was hit and killed by an 18-wheeler, and the young man who was driving the 18-wheeler had been on the road too long and fell asleep. Ran the stop sign, killing Mr. Stevens. So the jury found for Mr. Stevens, the verdict was $37 million.
Wait, did he go to jail though? The truck driver?
Possibly, it didn't say in the material I was reading, but it could have also been a criminal case. Who did this one for $500,000?
Don't know, but I'll take it. No, I'm the closest
It was
because that
Charles.
person didn't put their name on it.
It was Charles.
No, it wasn't, because I was one of the class to do it.
It was Charles.
It was,
Okay, if you don't clearly remember, then it wasn't you.
It was Charles. I watched him put it up there.
He's not even like raising his hand.
I'm not even kidding.
Y'all take it, you know.
I tell you what we'll do. I'll find another case summary and we'll have a rematch so that whoever does the sticky can remember to put their name on it, but it was a really cool prize. It was an actual 18-wheeler.
I have to tell you and my name is not right.
Dude.
Alright, hold on.
You can play cards with the person that gets stuck.
She said it was that actually.
Y'all be quiet. Okay. Let's sum it up. Why do we care about the steps in a criminal case?
We don't.
so.
Wrong answer.
Just being honest.
Carefully review everything and carefully choose if they're guilty or not.
Yeah. Would you, Carson,
I got it right?
would you want to be found guilty without a fair trial?
No. So you just stand.
Y'all be quiet. Well, similarly, in a civil case, you want to know that the process is fair. If you've been damaged and you need to bring a case, you want to know that it's a fair process. What do you call a fair process? You remember, under the Constitution, we're studying about
Demonstrate.
the judicial process and our constitutional rights. What is a fair process called?
Due process of law.
Your due process of law. Good, Carson. Due process of law. So that's why it's important to study these steps, because it is your constitutional right to have a fair proceeding, whether you're talking about a criminal case or a civil case. So not only, as a good citizen, should you be familiar with the steps, but you should also understand that that is an incredibly important protection of your constitutional due process rights. Okay, good job. Yes, Shannon?
Someone who put their name on a test, do they get credit?
They put their name on a
If they
test.
don't put their name on the test, they get credit.
If you can identify it afterwards and tell us that it's your
But no
test.
credit. Say this is the moment to reach out Therefore goes.
Is it your test?
My names are mine and I'm second line.
Wait, is it nobody in the?
We'll talk about it after class.
Has nobody played it?
Thank you.
This is Miss Newman signing off.